Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check. Check out, bro. Hot. 80.
Here's Rosen to throw. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Stills the intended target, but not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen hands off to McCoy. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. McCoy, 5th season with the Bills after those 6 in Philadelphia. And remember, he had 4 or 5 years as a 1,000-yard rusher, but then last season really dipped down, just above 500 yards, only 3 touchdowns. Of course, watch the age as well. They did turn 31 back in July. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Middle. Hey, check one. Watching your 5. Watch. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Mike, 55. Go.
Here's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start with a give here to Ballage. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, Foxtrot. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 55. Yes.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line.
52, Mike 52. Quit talking about it and bring it. Motion.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He finds McCoy. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Allen now on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
To throw, it's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 5-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming to you, son. Middle. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. 80.
On third down, Rosen. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
48 for Mike. I'm coming.
This is McCoy. And an alley to run. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, watching the 5. Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 37-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash.
Now Balaj. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Name on that. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. It's complete to Graham. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Excellent. 180. Watch the run. Watch the alert. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. And he slings one that's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On the left side, he finds Beasley. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Raekwon McMillan. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Back. 52's the mic. Watch my guy.
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Grant on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Rosen now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. The play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, watch the slant. Go. 53's right.
Again, it's Rosen. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Get that clock. 52.
A final shot before half for Allen. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 29, Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. They'll return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Allen to throw it. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
52 right here. 52. Pick me up. Here we go. Regular.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen over the middle, and it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Allen going to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. To the air, Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bills have retaken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Rosen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. With Devontae Parker, there was quite a bit of chatter in the offseason that the Dolphins might not pick up his 5th-year option, but they did. And one man who's certainly happy with that, quarterback Josh Rosen. It's a guy that Brian Flores, head coach in Miami, wants around and in that locker room. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hug. Any weapon.
They run it with Balaj. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 27-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53. I'm scared.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Mike, 53.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen now on 1st down. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rosen throwing the out route and complete. It's Grant. 11 yards there. 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Dolphins 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Balaj. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and if the offensive line has executed well today, to try and get him over 100 yards.
Now the second down throw on target. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run here with Balaj. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go, alert. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check. 22 jet bombers. Hold on.
On the toss, here's Balaj. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
8-yard pickup. First down, Dolphins.
Now Rosen on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go again. 53, check 53. Here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together Charles, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Charles Harris in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. He's back to throw. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown in the final minute as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for two. Allen to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
We want it. Come to my world. Check, 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 check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Slam, slam. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. One down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike 53. Ricky.
Again, it's Balaj. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.